I was bleeding. So nice to have you. Keeping well, all good?
School holidays.
Little less work,
Yes.
then more work in maintaining them.
So you also have to kids?
You, yes. I think, yes.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, 137.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Hare. Hare
Without toll, 49.
Krishna, everyone. Kids, you're off to your den. Have a nice time. Let the parents rest for some time.
Put on it on the top. So actually, you put this one off and this one down.
No, no, this one actually closer works. Last time I did that, the mic wasn't very clear. Last time I did this, put it in the top. The recording wasn't clear. Let's try.
Yeah.
Let's see. Hare Krishna. Can you hear me? Good, can you hear me? Oh, she woke up, hearing my voice. Thank you so much, Hare Krishna, everyone. Thank you so much for coming in. Okay, we will think because the spacing got much larger. Is it like a sleeping plan or what on the edges? Okay, people are settling down. All right, we will continue. Is my voice clear? All good? All right. Let's continue with our program. First, we'll chant the prayers. Om Agyana Timrandasya Jnana Janashalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Ena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Okay. We'll chant the Mangalachan prayers from the book. So if you can go to introduction. Yes, introduction. Have you all taken that? So we'll chant the prayers. The second one onwards. Sri Chaitanya. I'll just chant slowly. You try to chant together. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Ena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavam Sha Sri Rupam Sarajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sabadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanvitam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavan Ishwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpa Tarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhyeva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for coming again. Where's your book? At home this week also. On the way. It's coming on the way. It's there. You can collect one. Oh, that version. Okay. That's for home. Maybe at class you can use this version. Yes. I hope everyone has a book. It helps so we can read together. So Mangalacharan, who remembers, what's the reason why we recite Mangalacharan prayers? Mangal, auspicious, Charan. So these are prayers which invokes auspiciousness. So I'm sure we are all super busy mentally, physically with the school holidays. Planning, doing something, running around, and then so much distracted around. Someone goes and kicks their husband so hard and has to, kicking the rake, I believe, in the garden. So much of work is happening. And these prayers will help us to get our consciousness pretty much purified, aligned before we start studying Bhagavad Gita. And these prayers, you can, if you keep on chanting, you will memorize them very soon. You can chant them anywhere. Irrespective of the place, that place becomes so auspicious, our mind becomes so auspicious. Okay? All right. We did some foundation points last time. We'll quickly go through them, recap, and then we'll start the slokas. So I was mentioning last time that the introduction sessions were more like watching a trailer. Super fast, high-paced environment, always some 50, 60, 200 slides or whatever. That is gone. We are not in that fast-paced environment anymore. Okay, that's its purpose. The purpose is to give you all a flavor of whole Bhagavad Gita, which I'm sure those who have came for the most of the programs will have the idea by this time. Whereas detailed sessions are in contrast, like watching a movie. Little slow, introduction, movie, songs, some dance, some action sequence. We'll have them all. There will be some peak times as well, but you have to maintain your enthusiasm in such a way that I'm learning here deeply rather than being shallow. Clear? This time we will be talking more on the practical aspects as well, rather than only the theoretical aspects. So one gives the flavor, deep sessions gives more of a depth. That's why we are doing these sessions. And the key ingredients, who remembers? The two ingredients for success. I even said now. Enthusiasm and patience and enthusiasm. Just because your husband is next to you, you're starting in that order of patience, what you inculcate most of the time. So, enthusiasm and patience, utsahan and nishchayat. That I will surely learn Bhagavad Gita soon, but it will take time. So, you need patience. Anything which is super fast, 2 minutes noodles is unhealthy. Right? Anything properly cooked is more healthy. And the gym analogy, I often quote, right? That we will build some concepts, warm-ups, stretches, and then we'll heavy lifting. The same style will follow. Okay, let's see who remembers. You helped me quickly from last time, then we can move forward. The question is power of knowledge. Why and how attentive listening of Gita can be helpful to you. So what are the 4 points? Let's see who remembers. Power of knowledge is like fire. Someone from this side now. Sorry, 4 Sword, yes. Lamp, last one. Boat. Thank you. Thank you. So fire, why knowledge of Bhagavad Gita is like fire? Fire can burn away everything that comes on along its way. Similarly, knowledge of Gita can help us, in fact, without even have to go through the karma. That's like extreme. When I first heard, understood this concept, I was blown away. That merely listening to a Bhagavad Gita class can burn away some of our past karma. Why? Now that's the quote or a shloka. But why? Who remembers from last class? Because karma's purpose is educational, right? It's educational. So when we learn what we are supposed to learn from Gita, then there's no need for the karma to come and act on us. We've learned the lessons. 3 classes of intelligence. Who remembers? The first class is one who learns by hearing. Exactly, just by hearing. Second class intelligence is one who learns by watching or seeing others. Third class, experience. I want to go through the pain myself to learn. All right, try it. And we went through some examples. An experience is a painful and damaging teacher. Why? If you want to learn a quality, then better to learn it from Shruti. I want to experience learning it. All right, give it a good try. By the time we have burnt so much of our energy and time, energy, age, everything goes. The fourth category, Who remembers? Learning by hearing, by seeing, by experiencing. What's the fourth category? Not learning at all. Despite hearing, despite seeing, despite experiencing, still not willing to learn. So, not even in intelligent class. Knowledge is like lamp. What does the lamp do? The sloka which we recited, Om Agyana Timrandasya Jnana Anjana Shalakaya Chakshur Nimilitam Yena. The lamp helps us to uncover the dark. So knowledge pretty much, Krishna says 10.10 that when someone tries to understand me, Jnana Deepena, I kind of get into their heart with the Jnana Deepa, show the light till understand. Sword, cut down all unnecessary baggages. I gave the example last time. If you are carrying a 10 kg weight and running, why are you running? I'm running because the next person is running. Okay, why are you running with the weight? I'm carrying 10 kg rice. It's very important. Through Shastra, we can unpack them and find out it's a 10 kg of burden, soil, waste, which we're carrying and running. So knowledge is like a sword which can cut down that unnecessary baggage. Clear, Hina? Can you hear me? Yeah. Like a boat. When we are seated inside the boat, despite how much of flood outside, we may get impacted. The boat may shake. As long as we are not jumping out of the boat, knowledge gives us that protection. Can keep moving forward. And these are all Shastric points, by the way. Okay, we have to go faster. Approach for studying Gita. This is a recap, by the way. So I'm going faster. Who remembers the three? Shravanam, Mananam, Nididhyasanam. Right? You all remember this? Which we discussed before. It's not about just Sanskrit slokas, which we will do, but then more about understanding, applying in our life. And repetition is the mother of learning. That's why we keep on repeating. And if sometimes, not sometimes, whenever you see me repeating anything again and again, then you should understand that, oh, something needs to be remembered. That's why it's being repeated. Not like a filler. I don't do any fillers. Okay, interesting. Remember the personality types? 3 types of listeners. Hamsa, Chataka, Kaka. The 3. And what are the qualities of Hamsa? Yeah, leaves the water, drinks. So in the sense that this type of listeners, one, kids are playing or something is happening, 2 people are just walking in, thinking the class is 5:30, but still trying to be undistracted and focused and looking at the positive. I'm here to learn. I'm going to hold on to the message. Hamsa, leaving the water aside, drinking only the milk. Chataka, bird. That this bird is called rain bird. A special quality is it waits to drink only the rainwater, not a tap water, not Sydney water, rainwater from the clouds directly, goes towards the clouds. This can be our aspirational stage to be. Why should I wait for 2 weeks to hear Bhagavad Gita? I'm waiting for the class. I need to drink the nectar of Bhagavad Gita. I'm waiting for the classes. This category of people are the ones who keep waiting. And not that I'm a Chataka, but I genuinely do wait for each one of you. I wait for these 2 weeks. Kaka, what does it do? Despite how much ever good is available, finding faults, getting distracted, a type of mentality. Fourth type, which I did not put down here, not to offend you, which you all remember. More than the 3. What's the fourth category? Mosquito. What does mosquito do? Comes, sucks the blood, give pain, go away. And I said none of you are in that category, so I wouldn't put that there. But as I said last time, I'm okay with the mosquito type listener as well. Come drink the 2 ml of Gita. Are you okay? Stand up or do whatever you want. I'm fine with the mosquito type of listener as well. As long as you take a 2 ml of Gita, if that's what gives me pain, that's fine. I'm okay with that. I'm happy about it. Truly, I mean my words. Which type of listener are you? Think about it. Swan, Shataka, mosquito. Ideally, we should try to be a swan, and our aspirational should be for Shataka. Okay? And a prayer we did last time. I'll just read the prayers. This can be a prayer, at least a mood to understand that what can a prayer be at the class, before the class, a mindset to be in the class. Oh my Lord, I have an opportunity to understand you, your instructions, and to develop a loving relationship with you. Today, I'm in your classroom learning my lessons. Let me physically, mentally, and spiritually be present here. Show me what I need to learn. Help me to listen carefully and support me in applying this in my life. Of all the people in the world, you have given me this wonderful opportunity. I'm grateful for that and thankful for that. By this tiny endeavor with consistency, I hope one day I can develop pure love for you, my Lord. With these prayers, or just this is just a suggested prayer, we are expressing our gratitude, sincerity, eagerness to learn, endeavoring with consistency. I'm going to try fortnight after fortnight. Sounds long. Okay, with consistency. This will help us from a Lord's perspective. Oh, I will now help you with the transformation of your heart, seeing our prayers. Now, sometimes we might think reading some lofty prayers, I don't really feel like that. How many of you? Don't put the hand up. If you feel like, I don't feel like that prayer, you know what's the best thing to do? At least like a mechanical machine you can. Is it too cold? Um, yes? No. Okay. Yeah, cold? Little. Okay. Same. Election time. I'm going to ask a question. How many of you want the, I don't know how air can switched off, fan can be switched off. Okay, getting to one side. Keep the fan on. Someone tried both. Okay, 50-50. Try half. Anyone especially wanted to be, I think this side wanted the fan to be switched off. You keep playing with the switches. This side wanted fan, looks like, apparently. All right. Okay, I won't go to the past time. We started our detailed session just after Ram Navami. So keep that in your mind. When time comes, I'll tell you the specialty of it. It's always very special. We did a pastime last time. Last time. That significance of a role of a devotee. I won't go to the pastime. Those who missed the last class, you missed it. There's no time. But we learned some three important lessons. Right? The pastime was, in nutshell, how Hanuman played a key role in getting Vibhishan associated with Lord Ram. His role was very important. And from that, we understood how Lord Ram reciprocated with Hanuman. And the three lessons we learned from that pastime was, Lord loves to live in the heart of his devotees. Vice versa. Devotees love to live in the heart of the Lord. And this reciprocation goes on eternally. It's a beautiful relationship. That defines our relationship. And then Hanuman demonstrated the giving, the mood of giving. Often we come across is the mood of taking. And I mentioned that the mood of giving is a spiritual quality, highest displayed by a mother to a newborn in the material world, the closest of impurity wise, giving. So Hanuman demonstrated that. And we saw this point, right? In material world, we always come across basanubasa. Everyone wants to become boss. But in spiritual world, it's exactly the opposite. Everyone wants to become dasanudasa. And such a dasanudasa mentality is the one Lord says, I want you, not the bosses. Here everyone wants to become the boss. Lord loves the das. It's a deep concept, we'll discuss more. And we spoke about the best prayer to make to Hanuman. Please help me teach me little bit of pure bhakti, which you have in plenty, in abundance, little bit of pure devotee. Okay, now let's get into. Good? All settled? All right. A very important foundation we started last time. We'll complete it today and then we'll move on to our slokas. This is very important. What is Bhagavad Gita as it is? Why is the name as it is? Very extra addition. What is that? I gave the example of a maths book last time, analogy. If you want to buy a maths book, popular exam times now, for your child, what about exams? Okay, you want to buy a maths book? Would you buy the book which is on half price sale? Or would you buy a book, the author Sachin Tendulkar? Yes? Yes? Would you buy that? Maths book at 50% discount by Sachin Tendulkar. What do you think? No. So we don't. Why? We know Sachin is a good, famous personality, but not a mathematician by any standard. So therefore, we didn't even buy that book for our child. Now, what we do without even knowingly, we are doing this 3-point check. We look for who's the author, and then we look for the author's qualification. Qualification, and then we look at the publication in the sense that anyone can publish, but then is this book authorized by the education department? The third part is the authority. If the book is authorized by education department, written by a mathematician who is well educated, which is a 50% sale, good luck, grab it, right? And then we also look for the intent. How do we check the intent of a maths book? To check the intent, look at the content. To check the intent, look at the content. So we take the maths book, we just open up, see, all the questions are in the front, answers at the back, all the question papers, past papers. Looks good. If you want to give it a try, some maths genius can try, others will stay away. Right? We do it, right? Secondary, what do? We look for some reviews. Or we ask some other students, did you try use this maths book? Was it helpful to you? Did you pass the exam? Correct? Now, why don't we do the same or a better check when it comes to spirituality? Why make it cheap? Some YouTube channel, with all due respect, some uncle G said this, some neighbor G said that, oh, I'm doing this, you do that. Why? Sorry to say, after all, a maths book you put in without even knowing a 3-point check, an intent check, a secondary checks. Spirituality is a lifetime journey. Why make it cheap? All right. With that being said, let's do some checks. This is where we paused last time. Are you okay? In fact, this is how we'll be eventually sitting down in the class. Bit of a detour. You want a mat? Either nalarko. It's softer. Okay. Or if you want, you can use this. It's interesting. Standing and giving a detailed class is so unique for me. I'm very used to sitting down and then having all seated down, but this audience is a little big for that. So let's continue. I was giving some examples of some of the Bhagavad Gita commentaries, examples, and with all due respects, one commentary was given by a Prime Minister of a country, Sachin Tendulkar, giving a maths book. Another commentary on Bhagavad Gita, no one can change the Sanskrit part, the explanation part I mean, by a movie lyricist, a very popular person, but he had his own challenges in his personal life, as a side note. Okay? Stop guessing who the authors are, that's immaterial. Now, intent. Few versions of Gita were around the independence of India, for example, just as one example, 1940s, 45 ranges. The Gita message were all geared towards Arjuna is fighting Mahabharata. You should fight for country's independence. Now, independence, yes or no, good or bad, let's keep it aside. That's a political discussion. We're not into that. for whatever good or bad reasons. But Bhagavad Gita's purpose is not to inculcate the patriotism in a person for independence, right? So intent is very important to be checked as well. Okay, this is where we stopped last time. Can we continue with doing the exploration? Right? Okay, 3 point checks. The author. Who's the author? When you mean author, Krishna is the original author. The commentator, Bhagavad Gita as it is by Srila Prabhupada, who is a devotee. The first tick, practice Krishna consciousness, bhakti, lifelong. Second check, under his spiritual master, a teacher, guru, who learned from his guru. And that guru learned from his guru. From his guru. All the way going back to Krishna. So, second check. Third point, and that second point is called Guru Parampara, which I'll explain you more in detail. The third point, authority. Who gave you the authority, right? Is called Sampradaya. Which Sampradaya do you represent? Who gave you the authority? I said that's a very big topic. In its own, it's a class which we will do a little later. But for now, yes, what you're having a book in front of you, holding, comes from a proper bona fide Sampradaya. That means it is authorized. 3. Intent. What did I say for intent? Look at the content. Right? We did the high level introduction of the whole Gita. We'll do more today as well. That the intent will not be for independence, will not be for stopping any war, with respects, not to stop any inflation, not to pass any exams. All through Bhagavad Gita as it is, you will find the intent being to deliver Krishna's message as it is, with its intent and purpose untouched. And you will explore to yourself. Reviews, current and past students. Obviously, look for the devotees who are practicing, who are learning, and then see if their lives have transformed, if their qualities are admirable or acceptable to start with. Yes, by all means. Okay, let's move on. Some further points to that. Are you all with me? Good? Boring? Let's continue. This fan to be turned off. Yes? All fans to be turned off. Yes? Yes. Okay, all to be turned off. Soon the aircon will find out about changing it to the heat mode. There is a remote. Experts at the back bench can do some research without fiddling. All right, let's do some further points and then we are off. Okay? I just listed a few points here. Okay? In Bhagavad Gita as it is, you will find, oh, suddenly too quiet. So you can hear me even now, right? Okay. Faithfulness to Guru Parampara. You will find, Suma, can you hear me? Perfect. Faithfulness to Guru Parampara. That you will find across the whole Gita that the message is received and not invented. You will never come across speculations. Oh, I feel, I think, this is how it should be. Not at all. Every argument in the purport will be backed up by this Acharya says this. This Acharya says this. This. Everything will be backed up by Shastras. And that's why giving class also, I'll make sure everything I speak is backed by Shastric references. Otherwise, who wants to hear my Katha? What do I have to say? As it is, and no mental speculation. What this gives is no symbolic or diluting the message. How many of you heard this concept of Bhagavad Gita actually was not spoken? Mahabharata did not happen. There is no place like Kurukshetra. Pandavas are like 5 senses. How many of you heard? Or am I confusing the unconfused people? Yeah? No. There's nothing called Kurukshetra. The Pandavas are the 5 senses. Kurukshetra is our body. Okay? And all different symbolic references We are Duryodhana. Thank you. Exactly. Then such a person is a Duryodhana. True. Whereas we will see no such speculations will be in Bhagavad Gita as it is. If you want speculations, sorry, you are in the wrong place. The intent and the purpose completely intact. To back it up, complete transparency with word for word meaning. Now, every sloka which we are about to open and read will have 5 components. The actual Sanskrit sloka, transliteration, one who can't read Sanskrit, illiterate like me, transliteration, which is in English. Okay? Two. Number three, word for word meaning for every Sanskrit word, proper meaning, word for word. Number four, translation, what the sloka means in English. Number five, purport. How do I understand this sloka and how do I apply in my life? Every verse will have all these 5 components. What this ensures us is ensures the trust and accountability, openness, transparency, accountability. This is the meaning. Why should we hide? A mathematician will be open to explain how the math is solved, whereas a magician has to hide. Right? Okay, let's continue. I like this one. Unprecedented global impact. Bhagavad Gita asked is the book which you have in your hand, third most widely distributed book in the world. Number one, Bible. Number two, Harry Potter. You might think some other books. Number one most widely distributed book in the world is Bible. Number two, Harry Potter. Number three, Bhagavad Gita, Astes. And that's because of this purpose. And today, if you happen to catch a flight and go to, let's say, Russia, or you don't want to go anywhere towards that side, let's say Russia, you get in the airport. I'm just making a question, okay? Try. Those who could have tried. Who went to Singapore and got the book? Yes, Ravindra. You come out of Russian airport. I'm sure there'll be a devotee standing there and giving you Bhagavad Gita. Take a book. Why would they do that? Do that. Over 80 plus languages in the whole world has been translated. Same word to word meaning. Transparency, accountability. In fact, I've got quite a few people, friends, devotees who are practicing bhakti from a non-Indian background. Not like our kids, okay? Our kids are called ABCDs. You know what ABCD? Australian born, confused, daisies. I didn't say that, you said that. Okay, so, okay, now our kids are called coconuts. Our heart is very, so you understand coconut. They're very Australian. This is very good. So, the heart is very clean. Unprecedented global impact. So, on that, I've got quite a few friends, fellow practitioners of bhakti from many nationalities who sincerely follow everything to the detail. If something is very Hindu centric, how will that apply to that person? Because Bhagavad Gita as it is not a religious text, it's a spiritual text, therefore it lifts up not from a Hindu, all these religion, caste based issues. Is it clear? Makes sense? Okay, and it's used in top universities. Many top universities use this book as a reference. Okay, fifth one, clarity for modern audience. Very logical, structurally presented in a repeatable way. You can understand it. Sixth, I love this one, practical application. Not just a theory. As soon as we start reading, we'll start to explore those details, how we can apply practically. And talks about lifestyle, work, anger and stress management. We spoke about anger and stress, whatnot. Second chapter, these schools use the slokas which we'll go through in second chapter. Okay? That way, Bhagavad Gita as it is makes Gita livable, not just readable. Oh, I worship Gita, I keep in the altar, top place, I don't touch at all. No, it's livable. Therefore, bring your book, have multiple languages. You're native and one in English, so you can use in the class. I love this one. To me, this is the best of all. Consistency across all Vedic knowledge. What you have in front of you, with you, perfectly, Bhagavad Gita as it is, perfectly aligns with every possible Shastras. So it's not like deviating, fight for independence. Completely aligns with Srimad Bhagavatam, all the Puranas, Upanishads, perfectly aligning there. Therefore, no need to hide. Transparency. Okay, let's continue. These are final points and then we are done. I thought it's very important. All I've explained is from a logical perspective. From a practical perspective, think about this. Only a good student can be a good teacher. Would you agree? A good teacher has to be a good student sometimes before. Of all wonderful qualities of Sri Prabhupada, the Acharya, I actually personally like one of the most important point is that he was a very good student. Then becoming a teacher, then we aren't safe. Then the example I told you, who remembers that? Taking the motorbike, I won't name this person, depressed, had a fight with wife. Oh, I gave the gender away. Oh no, these days wife doesn't mean anything, right? Okay, had a fight with the spouse, took the motorbike. The person went for a ride, went to a hilltop, sat the whole night, and the next morning the person claimed, I know all of Gita, I know all of Shastras. From today onwards, I am a teacher. Very famous personality. With all respects. I want a teacher who was a student before, personally. Example, to make it a little bit more interesting. Let's say there's a twins in a family, all right? Twins, they came to HSC, studied very well. One cracked the medical exam, went to uni, did his medicine. Okay? Another one, super smart, cracked the exam and said, I'm not going to the uni. So that person is not like Shika, doctor. He said, no, I'm not going to the uni. And the person said, hey, you, my brother, go and study, get all the books, I will study on my own, at home. After exam, bring the question papers. This person can write, actually, 5 years fast forward. Hypothetically, let's say the person who didn't go to the uni at all knows more medical science than the one who went to uni. Flu season coming up. You have to go visit a doctor. The closest is the twins' house. Which doctor would you go and visit? The barely passed doctor from a uni or a cracked all the question papers at home by oneself, who knows more medical science than the doctor who passed from a uni. Devil. With the way you were thinking for a moment, I'm like, seriously? Is it such a difficult question? Yeah, exactly, skip the, okay. Now, why? If from a knowledge perspective, imagine the other person knew more. You shouldn't not take it. Why? Were you a student before? Did you listen to a class? Did you learn under another teacher? Have you noticed? Doctors, lawyers, if you go to their practicing rooms, they'll have all their certificates displayed. IT wala, nothing. We don't even care. Our resume is 100%. I'll leave it there. Take a resume, put it in the AI check, it will be like, oh, beep, beep, beep. Right? Why does doctors and lawyers have their certificates displayed in their office? Huh? It's a requirement. Okay, think a little bit more than that. To show credibility. I am doctor from this uni. To show credibility. You don't trust me, trust the uni. Trusting the uni, and then you see next to the name they'll have these many letters, A to Z, all letters. Why? Forget my name. Look at this. And every year and then they say nicely, I don't know if they understand or not. They say we are practitioners, not perfectionists. Bhakti is same, my friends. Something to be practiced. Not take your motorbike and then sit in the hilltop overnight and say I'm perfectionist. Run away. I will run away seeing such a person. To be practiced. Okay, let's continue. Now, all these explanations for what reason is to show, to demonstrate that we are holding on, by the holding the book, we are holding a live wire. A live wire which is connected back to the power. Because Guru Parampara, taking it back to the power source. If there is any potent in my words or in what you're understanding, all credit goes to, we are holding a live wire. My Vak Shakti, the potency of my words are not mine. The moment if I start to speculate, you should run away. I'm telling you. And I will stop and I will never do that. So, if there's any potent in what you're understanding or any transformation about to happen in your life, it's because you're holding a live wire. Okay? Now, our sincere effort here is to share that Bhagavad Gita as it is with you all. Not a patriotic driving or any other driving purpose. You will only hear these three components mainly. Bhagavan, Bhakta, Bhakti. These three are spiritual components. Do you know that? All three are spiritual components. By this time, you should raise your eyebrows. No one seems to do that. All three are spiritual components. Bhagavan, spiritual component, understandable. Bhakti, spiritual component, understandable. That means we are a spiritual component. The understanding is, like Prabhupada gives the example. When an iron rod is kept in the fire, in the beginning it is still an iron rod. Over a period of time, the iron rod becomes as good as the fire. So, by constant touch with the bhakti process, hearing about the Bhagavan, the bhakta also becomes a spiritual component. So, therefore, in progress. Okay, all these explanations in last 10 minutes is for what the intent is to blow our ego or anything like that or flex my ego, not mine, mine is nothing, is for only one purpose. What you're holding on to, that you have a confidence and comfort that, okay, I'm about to study something bona fide. Why did you take 10 minutes? You could have said that in simple words. No. Anyone would have had any iota of doubt. I want to iron that out before we start. That way, when we start something, then we have a respect to it. And not double guessing. Oh, maybe this, maybe that. No. I'm studying something very bona fide. So that in all our lives' ups and downs, we all are, including me, able to remember how to live, love, and let go. And that will be our core discussions. Finally, now we will not be discussing only ideals, Prahlad, Arjuna, or this side Duryodhan. We will be discussing them. At the same time, we will understand where we are also. Clear? Ideals, where we are, at least where I am. Then we will know how to bridge the gap. Does it make sense, Vijay? Ideals, where we are, how to bridge the gap, the process. Otherwise, what will happen is we'll come to the class, we will sit and hear ideals. Oh, Prahlad did this. Then we can be driving back home. I'm not Prahlad. Right? I'm not Prahlad. Now, I often come across, look, I am not Prahlad, but I want my son to be Prahlad. I've heard this so many times. If this is laughable, I'll tell you one more. I want my son to be Prahlad spiritually and Bill Gates materially. I get this requirement all the time when I speak to the parents. Prahlad spiritually, Bill Gates really. Make my son. Are you Hiranyakashipu's relative? I never say that to the parent. Most often, yes. Okay, all right. So therefore, my friends, hence what we are studying is Bhagavad Gita as it is, with its message and intent preserved and shared. Clear? Now you may be wondering, oh, voila, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, honey, honey, sweet, sweet honey. This honey is so very good. Open the bottle, I mean honey bottle. Okay? Late reaction. Okay, let's open the honey bottle. Good? Oh, sorry, this is for me. Some housekeeping reminders. Okay, Bhagavad Gita book, please. Without book, what is in the class? There are devotees keeping the book, the back. Please, each of you have a copy of the book so that way it's easy. We'll be reading the book going forward. The book is there, the back table. Please collect one. And one per person, not one per family that is sitting far away. Prasadam. Please take prasadam before you leave. Don't run away without taking prasadam. That's very important. From temple, we are getting prasadam so that what you are hearing is pure. What you are having also has a big difference in your consciousness. So it's not another food, it's prasadam. We will study more in detail later significance of prasadam. How that is not even material. We'll discuss it later. All for later, okay? By the way, the program starts 5:15. Thank you, Deval. Program starts 5:15. After we discussed about the intro program, remember we changed our program little backwards and our hall time is now booked for reduced hours. So 5:15, 5:10, please arrive. And we're finishing up early as well. Please. So thank you so much for coming. If you have a question, there's someone in the class here who would say, I am so hell-bent about coming to the class on time. If I can't be on time, I will not turn up to the class. Okay? If I can't be on time, I will not come to the class. And then the spouse sends a message, no, 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 no. The teacher said, the Prabhu said, it's okay, you come. No, 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 no. I will not break my Satya. I have to be on time. This is like Yudhishthira Maharaj, you know. Satyam, Satyam. Krishna is saying, it's okay. Then it is okay. It is okay. So you need to know when to come late, which is like, oh, have a reason, right? That's all I want. No. If it's all about coming to the class on time, highest priority. If there is some situation that you have to juggle something up, coming late or not going at all, coming late is okay. But every week if something has a priority, then someone needs to be fixed, not something needs to be fixed. All right. Kirtan. 5:15 we have Kirtan. Anyways, first 10 minutes is a Kirtan time. It's a warm-up time. I can come to the class on time. No. Being in the Kirtan is very important. And we'll soon discuss more in the upcoming classes. Please come and join the Kirtan. That will help us consciousness very clear. You will be able to not sleep in the class. Even if you sleep, you'll be able to listen to everything. Try that. Come for Kirtan. If you sleep, you'll listen. All right. Some practical points. I need quick inputs or at least ideas. I have booked the classes up. Remember, I started with 4 bookings. You all remember this? Up until May 9th of May, I booked. These are the following 4 fortnights. 23, 6 June, 20 June, 4 July. I'm about to go and click the button with council because then the hall could be not available. For example, sorry, I'm going off topic. For example, 9th of May, we don't have this hall. And I was late in booking. So that day alone, we'll have a class in the other hall. Don't worry, I will let you know. Don't get confused. Next class here only. I will wake up and tell you where to come next time. All right? My question to you, all don't to answer now. If all of you are happy with this, I'll go and book. See, I'm a very call and response. Okay? Handout, chapter 1. How many of you made a boat, ship, rocket, which went to moon and never came back? How many of you want one? Those who didn't come last time, please bring the copies. If anyone wants a copy, please ask. This is the handout for chapter 1. How many rockets were gone? And please be honest. I told you my own personal story, right? When my dad used to have a go at me, all he was doing is rockets. Okay, please bring it back. Saurabh, only for the people who did not. Oh, you have it home. Very safe. Okay, all right. This time good. Next time onwards, please. You got it last time. Chirag, the one. All right, let's continue. Good. You saw that? Keep it inside. Not required. Okay. Okay. Anyways, we'll just quickly have a look. We will try to cover the first section, hopefully today. Hare Krishna, all good? Settled? Okay. So we are starting chapter 1. Jay. And the background. Look, we did the background during the intro session. I'm sure B.R. Chopra, you all have watched Mahabharata. You all know more Mahabharata than me. But don't worry, I will, wherever required, I'll correlate. I thought today we'll start the slokas. Is it okay? Any background required for anyone? But I will discuss as we go along. Okay, I'll get my copy. This is my copy. Very long. This print is now changed. Very long time ago. My very favorite book. Trying to keep it safe by using, not by not using. All right. We will do the first sloka. A famous sloka. Perfect. Yes. Okay. Now, how I will do is this. All of the Gita slokas can be chanted in a particular meter. I will chant the meter now. Okay. Bhagavatam slokas are a little harder. Okay. Bhagavad Gita is very easier. I'll chant the meter. You'll learn that way. You'll be able to follow. So we'll do this together. Okay. I'll chant. You can follow me. Dhritarashtra Uvacha. Please chant. Dharma Kshetre Kurukshetre. Samaveta Yuyutsava. Mamaka Pandavas Chaiva. Kim Akurvata Sanjaya. Can someone read the translation for me from your book? Translation, please. I'm talking for a long time. Who wants to read? Yes. Yes, the bold bit translation.
Dhritarashtra said, O Sanjaya, after my sons and the sons of Pandu assembled in the place of pilgrimage at Kurukshetra, desiring to fight, what did they do?
Fantastic, thank you. So, open the book means don't start sleeping. I know someone told me last time very clearly, when you open the book, I'll start sleeping. But don't worry, it's okay. All right. Now, before we get into this, every Shastra will have a driving question or a driving point. Okay, like a theme. For example, the theme of Ramayana revolves around one fundamental question, Ramayana. What is the highest principle of a mankind or a king should be? Highest ideal standard. Lord Ram demonstrated the highest of all principles, being a king. Bhagavad Gita's question starts, see, the very first word of Gita is Dharma. The question, now who remembers? Let's say if someone can answer, double plate prasadam for you. What is the sloka in second chapter, which is the driving question of Bhagavad Gita? Very confident. Who said that? No, who said that? Close. And that's right, but then the sloka number. Use 2.3, 2.7, make an average, 2.7. 2.7 is the driving question of Gita. Is she all right? Ovia, sorry. No. Yes, I was wondering why how she's here. All right. So driving question of Gita is what is the highest dharma? Hence, Bhagavad Gita starts with the first word. That's the clue. Dharma. What is the highest dharma? And that's why in 2.7, you will find Arjuna asking the question. After all he has to share and cry about, finally in 2.7, he would say, Dharma Sambhuda Chetaha. Dharma Sambhuda. I'm confused about what is my highest dharma. That's the driving question. So it's the hint is given in the very first sloka. Okay, before that, Dhritarashtra. Who knows the name of his meaning? Meaning of his name. His name has his qualities. Drida, Vrita, Dhritarashtra. Drida is someone who is very strongly holding on to Rashtra's kingdom. One who is holding on to his name only has its significance. Very strongly holding on to his kingdom, the wealth. Now, what we will do, we will read the purport. Can someone take turn to read one para at a time? Yes, the purport. You have to read loudly. Those who don't have a book, please get one before you leave today. Okay? Yes, please read. Whoever wants to. You want to? You have to grab your opportunities.
Purport. Bhagavad Gita is a widely read
Theistic science.
summarized in the Gita Mahatmya glorification
Take a book.
of
Go get a book.
with the help of a person who is a devotee of Sri Krishna, try to understand it without personally motivated interpretations. The example of clear understanding is there in the Bhagavad Gita itself, in the way the teaching is understood by Arjuna, who heard the Gita directly from the Lord. If someone is fortunate enough to understand the Bhagavad Gita in that line of discipline succession, without motivated interpretation, then he surpasses all studies of Vedic wisdom and all scriptures of the world. One can find in the Bhagavad Gita all that is contained in other scriptures, but the reader will also find things which are not to be found elsewhere. That is the specific standard of the Gita. It is the perfect theistic science because it is directly spoken by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Sri Krishna.
Okay, let's pause there. Okay? How much of our foundational building was helpful to even while reading the purport? You try to follow the purport? Makes sense, right? Now, before we get into this, little bit of a background. Who is Sanjaya? The chariot driver of Dhritarashtra. Why is he asking a question? Because Dhritarashtra is a blind person. Now, his blindness is not apparently a physical blind alone. He was spiritually blind as well, emotionally blind as well. Right? He's blind in every sense. So, Sanjaya is a disciple of Sanjaya is a disciple of who is Sanjaya's teacher, Guru. Long ago, so long ago, in the month of September 2025. Huh? Vyasadev. Vyasadev was his Guru. So Vyasadev blessed Sanjaya with spiritual vision that you sit in the palace, Hastinapur, you'll be able to envision what's happening in Kurukshetra. Exactly, Abba. Doordarshan is not forgotten. Vyasadev is gone. Vyasadev. The first Doordarshan started back then. That's when Doordarshan started. Doordarshan. Okay? So, yeah, another Gita class is happening here. Interestingly, the teacher is sitting down, the student is sitting in the chair. Okay? I'm always worried when kids cross the wire. And now, before we read the purport, you'll understand, does this question make sense, first of all? You find out, and then when you read, you will understand. Flaws in the question. First, Dhritarashtra is asking Sanjaya, the context is Dharma Kshetre Kurukshetre. Okay, after my sons and sons of Pandu. So, what do you find as a problem in this statement? He immediately differentiates his son and okay, the mood is said very clearly. It's not about one family, it's not about Kurus. He said, my son and sons of Pandu. And he is asking, desiring to fight, what did they do? What question is this? You go to battlefield after all the peace treaty failures, and then what did you do? Why did he ask this? Any thoughts? If you don't talk, then you will sleep, or I will sleep. Why is he asking what did they do? Meaning, he still feels.
Pandavas will give up because
Thank you.
Dharma and
Thank you. They are by nature a simple hearted people. Coming to the battlefield, they will think, why should I kill and go through this whole process? You take it. I don't want anything. One. Two, he was also worried that this place, Dharma Kshetre, Kurukshetra is a Dharma Kshetra. It's actually a very pious place. There are lots of stories which we'll discuss later that yes, actually one of the very pious stalas that Duryodhana chose that place as a, with multiple angles. Even if I lose, I'm covered in one sense. So he had his all insurance clauses covered there. So Dhritarashtra was little worried. Dharma Kshetra, Kurukshetra. Kurukshetra is a very dharmic place. Pandavas are dharmic by nature, righteous by nature. So he was worried that it might influence them. Are you okay? Cold? Yeah. So he was worried that this place being a righteous place can give advantage to Pandavas, being righteous people. So he's worried. So these are all his various thought process. Huh? Match fixing, exactly. Let's now in the first paragraph of the purport, what we understood is that how important is it to study the disciplic succession, right? All we discussed last 20 minutes is in the first paragraph. Did you follow that? Yes or yes? As long as you don't open the book, I will be awake. How many of you are poor readers? Please put the hand up. Did you see my hand? I can sit and listen for 20 hours. You open the book, ding. Exactly, any textbook. So I don't know how I passed my uni, but you know what? That's why we will not keep on reading. We will read, we will discuss, and please participate. If you don't know, you don't know. All right? Mahesh is. I will try my best. All right. Okay. Let's read the second paragraph. Let's move on. Who wants to know? Someone else? Loudly, yes. Grab. Sorry. Can you read that again? The topics discussed by Dhritarashtra, yes, and Sanjaya.
From the basic principle of the great philosophy, it is understood that this philosophy evolved from the battlefield of Kurukshetra. What is sacred place of pilgrimage from the immemorial time of the Vedic age? It was spoken by the Lord when he was present personally on this planet for the guidance of mankind.
Thank you, Purvi. It's okay. We don't need the mic. Do you need mic when someone reads? It's not required. It's very quiet. It's okay. Don't worry. I'm not sure if we discussed this during our introduction time. Why did Krishna speak Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna? For many reasons. Of course, close friend that he can share. And also the implying thing is about, oh, you forgot this example I gave. It's a very, just take the point, don't dissect the analogy too much, okay? It's very hard. If the mother-in-law wants to teach a newly wed daughter-in-law how to cut sabji, the vegetables, in a proper shape, why should she teach? Why can't I do? Please, please, huh? Don't go anywhere. Just hear it like as it is. Okay. If a condition, if the mother-in-law wants to teach, a loving mother-in-law wants to teach her loving daughter-in-law. Oh, okay. How will she teach? She'll teach the daughter. Good. If the mother-in-law makes, sorry, if the father-in-law, sorry, if the daughter-in-law makes a mistake, puts in this size potato in the sabji, this size cauliflower in sabji, whom shall we scold first? Obviously, the daughter, son getting scolded. Who said that you forget the days of mother shouting at son? You have promotion now. Okay, so actually, if she is very smart, she will tell the daughter, that's not how you chop the vegetables. She says, no, I didn't do. No, that's not how you chop the vegetables, for example. So the point is, don't come out of this analogy. This is not, doesn't happen in today's day and age at all. None of this happens, especially, sorry, especially cooking or mother-in-law screaming. Doesn't happen. They are in Sydney. Huh? No daughter, then son only. Again, there's son. Actually, Arjuna took the role of being blasphemed heavily, asking questions on our behalf. We're all that daughter-in-laws in this example. And Arjuna is the daughter in this example, being rammed by the mother-in-law. So, there are how many slokas in Gita? I have to keep on asking, otherwise this pin drop silence is really, doubting. How many slokas in Gita? This side I want. Huh? 700. Guesses. How many slokas spoken by Krishna? Make a guess. Huh? Exact number. Precisely 547. Thank you. How many slokas spoken by Arjuna? Now that you made number 5, no one even dares to give a number. Anyways, uh, 84 precisely. How many by Sanjaya? Leftovers. 41. Predominantly in chapter 1 and towards the end. How many slokas by Dhritarashtra? Guess. Only one. The first sloka, only one. So peculiar of this sloka is uniqueness. The sloka is that only once does he speak is this sloka. Okay, let's go back to reading the purport. I can give stories for yes. Why Arjuna? For many reasons. Now, the context I was coming in, first of all, Krishna explains that I am giving this knowledge to you because you are my dear friend. Okay. Now, from a context perspective, Arjuna is representing mankind. He is asking on all our behalf. That's why is the family story relevant to us? It's not a family story. First chapter will go very quickly. 2 onwards is when Gita starts. This is all background. Okay? But Arjuna is going to ask every possible question what you or me will think and ask, or even beyond than that. Clear? Good question. Okay, let's continue. Who wants to read next? This side. Here is what competition with Gita. Purport, come on. All I want is English. Yes, Shanti, please.
The word Dharmakshetra is the place where edifications are performed in significant thoughts. On the battlefield of Kurukshetra, the supreme personality of the Godhead was present on the side of Arjuna. Dhritarashtra, the father of Kurus, was highly doubtful about the quality of his son, ultimately. In this doubt, he inquired from his secretary, Sanjaya, what did they do? He was confident that both his son and the sons of his younger brother, Anu, were assembled in that field of Kurukshetra for a determined engagement of the god. Still, his inquiry is significant.
He did not want to compromise between the cousins and brothers, and he wanted to be sure of the fate of his sons on the battlefield. Because the battle was arranged to be fought at Kurukshetra, which is mentioned elsewhere in the Vedas as the place of worship, even for the denizens of heaven, Dhritarashtra became very fearful about the influence of the holy place on the outcome of the battle. He knew very well that this would influence Arjuna and his sons of Pandu favorably, because by nature they were all virtuous. Sanjaya was a student of Vyasa, and therefore, by the mercy of Vyasa, Sanjaya was able to envision the battlefield of Kurukshetra even while he was in the room of Dhritarashtra. And so, Dhritarashtra asked him about the situation on the battlefield.
Okay, I think we covered these points, right? Clear? Let's continue because we'll do few slokas today. The next, sorry, someone else can read? Take turns. Yes?
Both the Pandavas and the sons of Dhritarashtra belong to the same family. In Dhritarashtra's mind, it is close to him. He deliberately claimed only his sons as Kurus, and he separated the sons of Pandu from his family heritage. One can thus understand the specific position of Dhritarashtra in his relationship with his nephews. The sons of Pandu, as in the paddy field, the necessary plants are taken out. So it is expected from the very beginning of these topics that in the religious faith of Kurukshetra, where the father of religion, Sri Krishna, was presented the unwanted plants like the Rashtra's son. Duryodhana and other would be wiped out the wrongly religious persons, headed by Yudhishthira, would be established by the Lord. This is the significance of the word Dharmkshetre and Kurukshetre, apart from the very historical and the Vedic importance.
Okay, clear? Should we continue? So first sloka, a very unique one. Why? Spoken by only one sloka for him. Allocation done. Okay, let's do 1.2. I'll quickly read, then maybe Sanjay Uvacha Drishtva tu Pandavanikam Vyudam Duryodhanastada Acharyam Upasangamya Raja Vachanam Abhravit. Can someone read the translation, please? Yes. Going forward, you will find people will wanting opportunity. Take it.
O king,
Sanjaya said.
Sanjaya said, O king, after looking over the army arranged in the military formation by the sons of Pandu, King Duryodhana went to its teacher and spoke the following words.
We'll hear the purport and then we'll discuss. Okay, continue.
Dhritarashtra was blind from birth. Unfortunately, he was also bereft of spiritual vision. He knew very well that his sons were equally blind in the matter of religion, and he was sure that they could never reach an understanding with the Pandavas, who were all pious since birth. Since he was doubtful about the influence of the place of pilgrimage, and Sanjaya could understand his motive in asking about the situation on the battlefield. Sanjaya wanted, therefore, to encourage the despondent king and thus assured him that his sons were not going to make any sort of compromise under the influence of the holy place. Sanjaya therefore informed the king that his son Duryodhana, after seeing the military force of the Pandavas, at once went to the commander-in-chief Duryodhana to inform him Dronacharya to inform him of the real position. Although Duryodhana is mentioned as the king, he still had to go to the commander on the account of the seriousness of the situation. He was therefore quite fit to be a politician, but Duryodhana, diplomatic veneer could not disguise the fear he felt when he saw the military arrangement of the Pandavas.
Okay, thank you. All right, I hope you're able to follow. Or there's a reader needs the mic. Those of you don't have a book, please try to grab one. All right, it will be very helpful. Please. Uh, right. Sorry, did I miss something? Okay. And this is Sanjaya's quota out of 40, 41 slokas. All right. Now, Sanjaya is pretty much straight away from the question of Dhritarashtra. He could sense Dhritarashtra is little worried. So immediately he kind of positions, by the way, your son is is managing the situation. He's kind of no, and he goes straight to his teacher. Who is his teacher? Dronacharya was his teacher. Okay, let's continue. We'll try to do until 11 today. Text 3. Who wants to read loudly from the side? Yes, do you want to? Oh, yes. Oh, sorry, yes. All right, let's do that. Pasyaitam Panduputranam Acharya Mahitam Chamun Vyudam Drupada Putrena Tavasishyena Dhimata. I'll do the translation. Someone can do the purport. Oh, my teacher, behold the great army of the sons of Pandu, so expertly arranged by your intelligent disciple, the son of Drupada. Now, I'll give you a bit of a story here. Okay? Backstory. Okay. Now, long ago, this is Mahabharat. Dronacharya and Drupad were friends. They studied together, Gurukul, long time ago, childhood friends. And because of the school friendship, they were like singing and dancing all the time, like, all the songs you can imagine, friendship songs, school friendship songs, they were singing. On the farewell day of the school, Drupad left to become the king, or the prince to become a king eventually. Dronacharya had to go and continue his business. Drupada said, like, any time in your life, if you need anything, and my friend is there for you. Typical farewell talk. I'm there for you all the time. Huh? Drupada said to Dronacharya, I'm there for you all the time. You can knock my door as a friend. I'm there to always support you. Fast forward, he became the king. Dronacharya was a struggling Brahmana teacher. He was struggling to make his ends meet. So he actually needed help. So one time, as per thinking of his childhood friendship, he went to Drupada's kingdom and knock, knock, knock. May I come in? I need some help. Friendship song was sung in college days, school days. If you still remember that and asking for help, who would remember? So Drupad said, who are you? I was your friend. Friendship can be only amongst equals. Today my friends are other kings and princes or whoever around. Okay? Not a penniless person like you. So we can't be friends because we are not equal. Pretty rude. And then Dronacharya then asked, so when would you respect me properly and we can have a chat? I'm your friend. No, it's only among equals. Go and become my equals. Then Dronacharya said that, okay, one day I'll become equal to you. Then we'll talk. Legs folded, we'll have a chat. Fast forward. Then Dronacharya is the Acharya, right? He is very good at it in what? Archery is in all the martial arts. So again, long story short, he invaded and then he captured Drupada. Now I've captured you. Now we are equal. I have everything. In fact, you have nothing. So in fact, you have nothing now. So he proved his chivalry by the act of fighting with Drupad, and then he demonstrated that you are not equal to me. I have everything of yours. You're not equal to me. So you can't be my friend. The problem is not saying no. You can't say no to me. I'm saying no to you. So he proved his ego there. Drupada now got offended. It's all about getting offended, fighting back, offended, fighting back. You'll see it in Mahabharata a lot. In our life also a lot. Take, give. And then Drupada then thought, okay, you have offended me. For a Kshatriya to get embarrassed is worse than death. Embarrassment is worse than death. Okay? If someone says, you did not mediate the stop the fight with the neighboring country, you played no role, then this person gets offended. And this person gets so cranky. Right? For a person who is in a high position, disrespect, dishonor is worse than death. They have to be always treated with all right, all yours, all yours. Then you can be their friends. So now Drupad then said, got highly offended. Then he understood that he can't fight and win over Dronacharya. So then he did sacrifice. He invited Brahmanas, he did sacrifice that. I wanted powerful personalities who can kill, defeat Dronacharya. Through sacrifice, he got twins, a male and a female, a boy and a girl. Who are they? Drishtadyumna and Draupadi. Ah, yes, that's how Draupadi came. Yes, Draupadi. What's this? Backstory is happening. Okay. B.R. Chopra is better at this, okay? All right. So, Drishtadyumna and Draupadi, they both, okay? And now, fast forward, little later, smart Drupada sent his son, what's his name? I'll be asking questions, otherwise you will sleep for sure. Drishtadyumna, you go and learn archery, martial arts from Dronacharya. Okay? Now Drona very clearly knew this boy is going to learn all the art and kill me one day. He's going to avenge his vengeance one day. But then, this is the righteousness of Vedic times, that he still imparted all knowledge, all possible martial arts without hiding anything. He taught everything to Drishtadyumna. Who did that? Dronacharya. And now, having that thought, if you read the sloka again, the way how the word play Duryodhana is doing, I've seen dozing off, I've never seen falling off like this. Okay. Now, look at the words. He says, "O my teacher, behold the great army of the sons of Pandu, so expertly arranged by your intelligent disciple, the son of Drupada. You, I'm standing in front of a person because this is a typical trick. Diplomacy, politics, you know how to play? You. They are in this deep mess. By the way, who's the reason? You. Okay? So, and in the sloka also, he uses the word very nicely. Drupada Putrena. He never said Drishadyumna's name. Why? The enmity is between you and Drupada led to this guy's even birth. You are the reason. So, sarcastic conversations at peak. Okay, let's read the purport. Someone loudly.
Duryodhana, a great diplomat, wanted to point out the defects of Dronacharya's great Brahma commander. Dronacharya had some political quarrel with King Drupad, the father of Draupadi, who was Arjuna's wife. As a result of this quarrel, Drupad performed a great sacrifice, by which he received the validation of having a son who would be able to kill Dronacharya. Dronacharya knew this perfectly well, and yet as a liberal Brahman, he did not hesitate to impart all his military secrets and the son of Drupad, Mr. who interested him from military education. Now, on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, Rishyadum took the side of Pandavas, and it was he who arranged the military phalanx. After having learned the art from Dronacharya, Duryodhan pointed out his mistake of learning the art from Dronacharya. Duryodhan pointed out this mistake of Dronacharya so that he might be alert and uncompromising in the fight. By this, he wanted to point out also that he should not similarly remain in battle against the partner. who were also Dronacharya's affectionate students. Arjuna, especially, was his most affectionate and brilliant student. Duryodhana also warned that such leniency in the fight would lead to.
Thank you, Chira. Nicely read. If you want someone to do something, what are the various ways? Think about it. Asking, request. Oh, correct. Requesting, kind. Then asking, demanding. You into the slowly, right to left extreme. Requesting, asking, demanding, threatening, manipulating, pushing the buttons. Look at the straight away Duryodhana's way of dealing with his teacher. Straight. He has no time to asking and demanding. Straight pushing the buttons. Drupads, you are the reason why we are here. Better make sure you fight in a way we are not losing. Okay, let's continue. Text number 4. Atra Sura Mahesh Asha Bhimarjuna Samayudhi Yuyudhano Viratascha Drupadascha Maharatah. I'll do the translation. Here in this army are many heroic bowmen, equal in fighting to Bhima and Arjuna. Great fighters like Yuyudhana, Virata, and Drupad. Now this is like now introducing the team players, making sure now all calling the right people. First of all, he calls all the opponents. Like in the commentary, like cricket commentary, making sure, oh, who's in the other team? Magesh, who's in the opponent team? That person didn't turn up, then we are good. So making sure who's there. And again, remember, Duryodhan, he again stresses on Drupad's name. Again inciting Drupad's name, pushing hard. No mercy, you have to fight for me. Purport, can someone read?
Even though Vishnu was not a very important obstacle in the face of Dronacharya's very great power and military art, there were many others who were cause of fear. They are mentioned by Duryodhana as great stumbling blocks on the path of victory because each and every one of them was formidable as Bhima and Arjuna. He knew the strength of Bhima and Arjuna and thus he compared the others with it.
Thank you. Okay, let's move on.
So this shloka was it's by Duryodhana.
Yes. Now Sanjaya is quoting whatever he's seeing in the field, he's telling to Dhritarashtra. Okay, text 5. Okay. Yes, can you read? Yeah, we'll follow you. Drishta Ketusche Kasi Rajasya Viryavan. Translation?
There are also great, heroic, powerful fighters like Drishtaketu, Chekitana, Kashiraja, Purujit, Kunti Boja, and Shaidya.
Thank you. Now, typical cricket style, sledging, straight away sledging. Even before the ball is bowled here, hey, what have you got? Okay, mentioning all the people, but in a very sarcastic way. So sledging is not started recently, or I wouldn't say where. All right, text 6. Let's continue. Who wants to? Anyone wants to read? Want to try reading the Sanskrit sloka? Give it a try. Maybe future eventually. Can please continue? Yudha manyasya vikranta uttamaujasya viryavan saubhadro draupadasya.
There are the mighty Yudhamanyu, the very powerful Uttamauja, the son of Shubhadra, and the sons of Draupadi. All these warriors are great chariot fighters.
Okay, thank you. Sons of Draupadi, give me one name. Abhimanyu, the powerful one. Interesting. Sorry, Shubhadra, sorry. Now, interesting one. I'm stuck with Draupadi. Okay, now, here Duryodhan calls sons of Draupadi. Technically, in the first principles, she can be called as Panchali because she comes from the Panchala kingdom. So she can be called, or she must have been originally called as Panchali. Specifically, he calls as Draupadi. Now you tell me why. Exactly. It connects back to Drupada. Remember, Drupada had two kids, twins, boy and a girl. Boy's name Drishtadyumna, Draupadi. So sons of, so not only your friend is a problem, your friend's son is a problem, your friend's daughter threw her the sons, all because of you, Dronacharya. By the way, you are my teacher, fight properly. So this is like, let's say you are in the war room, office, useless war room, okay? P1 issue or something. Every possible you want to throw the ball at. Optus throws it. Nokia, Nokia throws back. This is one example. Many examples, right? Come on, you are wrong, you are wrong, you are wrong, you are wrong, you are wrong. Keep on throwing. Very famous, right? I'm sure. Bloodbath in CBA always. I hear that all the time. My workplace also. All. But here, he wants to make sure that very clearly he stresses on Draupadi's name. Sons of Draupadi. Make sure, because why? Okay, think about it. Who are the most powerful fighters in Kaurava side? Number one, Bhishma. Number one, Bhishma. Karna. These are the three. Now, only three. Now, are you with me? Of the three, Karna is still retired hurt. You all know that, right? Karna is still not in the picture yet. We'll see the slokas soon. That's because Bhishma's strategic planning. But anyways, but here he wants to make sure, therefore, Dronacharya being the strong person, incite him so much sarcastically, every other possible person on the other side, you only taught Arjuna, you only taught Yudhishthira, all are your students, and you didn't teach any less to them. Now, better fight in such a way that you're better than them. Okay, let's continue. Where are we? Yes, few more and then we are done. Text number 7. Yes?
अस्माकं तु विशिष्टाये
अस्माकं तु विशिष्टाये तानि बोध द्विजोत्तमा Translation, yes.
But for your information, O best of the Brahmanas, let me tell you about the captains who are especially qualified to lead my military force.
Okay, now enough of pushing the button. Sorry? Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Enough of pushing buttons on the other side. Like a cricket match, you introduce the opponent team first and then keep pushing hard. You were the coach for them. You were the coach for them. You were the coach for them. And now he's fully pumped up. Now he also back it up saying, hey, by the way, my team, Mama. Look at the word. He says, Nayaka, all the warrior people, Mama, in my team. Okay, in my team. Okay, let's continue text 8. Does anyone wants to try reading the Sanskrit sloka? Scared? Little later, it's fine. Yes, go on. Bhishmascha Karnascha
Ashwatthama Vikarnascha
Translation?
There are personalities like you, Bhishma, Karna, Kripa, Ashwatthama, Vikarna, and the son of Saumadatta, called Bhushrava, who are always victorious in battle.
Purport, can anyone read the purport on this side? Please read the purport loudly. English, not Sanskrit.
Duryodhana mentions the exceptional heroes in battle, all of whom are ever victorious. Vikrana is the brother of Duryodhana. Ashwadhama is the son of Dronacharya, and Saupatati or Bhuriswara is the son of the king of Balikas. Karna is the half brother of Arjuna, as he was born of Kunti before her marriage with King Padu. Kripacharya married the twin sister of Dronacharya.
Okay, pretty much he's introducing the key people on his team. He starts with you. Push it hard and then you cause the problem. You are the main player. You go and bat for me properly. And he says Bhima Karna. Now, in this sloka, the interesting point is you can see how much Duryodhana is blinded. Karna is not even in the picture yet. He counts on him, but you will see the next sloka, he will discount Krishna on the other side. You will see how much he is blinded. Let's continue. Text 9. Yes, please read. Yeah. Who wants to read? Did someone try? Yes, Sapnesh, please. We will try to follow, so we'll just read one by one line at a time. Anye, yes, please, go on. Anye, translation. Okay, let's pause there. This is called slip of the tongue. Slip of the tongue by Duryodhan. There are many other heroes who are prepared to lay down their lives for my sake. So it's very clearly, oh, they're going to anyways die soon for my sake. That's exactly the reason. Purport, can someone read the purport on the side? Purport?
As far as the others are concerned, like Jayadrat, Kritavarma, Salya, etc., are all determined to lay down their lives for Duryodhana's sake. In other words, it is already concluded that all of them would die in the battle of Kurukshetra for joining the party of the sinful Duryodhana. Duryodhana was, of course, confident of his victory on account of the above mentioned combined strength of his friends.
Okay, thank you. Look, the first chapter will go very fast because it's pretty much Mahabharata extension, okay? Second onwards is when Gita starts, but we don't want to skip. So let's do it quickly. So, all right, let's move on. That was self-explanatory. Text 10, do you want to read? Someone? Yes? Yeah, you can read, yes. Aparyatam Balam Bhima. That's exactly the tongue twister. I was waiting for this sloka. It's actually a poetic sloka. You listen this carefully, yeah. No, repeat. No, start again. Aparyatam tasma. Balam Bhishma Bhirakshitam Paryaptam Tva Idam Eshtesham Balam Bhima Bhirakshitam.
Our strength is immeasurable and we are perfectly protected by grandfather Bhishma, whereas the strength of Pandavas, carefully protected by Bhima, is limited.
Okay, so here, look at his comparison. He is pretty much comparing Bhishma to Bhima. This is a poetic verse, by the way. Balam Bhishma Bhi Rakshitam, Balam Bhima Bhi Rakshitam. Just one little word difference. So Duryodhana's mind perspective, he thinks the strongest person in the Pandava side is Bhima. That's what he thinks. He looks strong or whatnot. But he is missing the whole point. Exactly, right? Even this unarmed. So he's missing the whole point there. And also personal vengeance. And also his personal vengeance. If any could kill, sorry, then all the insults for Draupadi happens, and also killing of sorry, that's right, happens. Bhima would eventually be claiming that, sorry, yeah, when disrespect for Draupadi happened, Bhima made sure that I will make sure everyone, not just this person who pulled your hair, everyone of the brothers will be slain by me. So if we need to kill Duryodhan, it's going to be Bhima's personal wish list. Story aspect, bear with me and then we'll move on. All right. So, did you do the translation? Sorry, purport? Yes.
Here, an estimation of comparative strength is made by Duryodhana. He thinks that strength of his armed forces is immeasurable, being specifically protected by the most experienced general, grandfather Bhishma. On the other hand, the forces of the Pandavas are limited, being protected by a less experienced general Bhima, who is like a figure in the presence of
Who's like a fig in presence of
who is
Bhishma.
like a fig in the presence of Bhishma. Duryodhana was always envious of Bhima because he knew perfectly well that if he should die at all, he would only be killed by Bhima. But at the same time, he was confident of his victory on account of the presence of Bhishma, who was a far superior general. His conclusion that he would come out of the battle victorious was well acceptable.
Perfect. Thank you. And we'll do the last sloka, which is the first section. If you can look at the sheet which I gave, it goes by sections. 1 to 11 is one section, pretty much introducing the team players. Okay, 11. Let's do 11. Can you read? Ayaneshu cha sarveshu.
भीष्ममेवाभिरक्षन्तु भवन्तः सर्व एव हि all of you must now give full support to Grandfather Bhishma as you stand at your respective strategic points of entrance into the flanks of the army.
Okay. After talking, inciting Dronacharya, now he thought enough is enough, no more sledging, then he becomes useless. He turns to Bhishma. Then Bhishma might think too much attention only for Drona. So then he understood, if any, Bhishma is the most key player. Now like a Virat Kohli playing for the team. Make sure others play around him, don't make him run out. So all he's saying is that don't get him out. Protect his wicket. Okay? And now, also, we will take some takeaway from this sloka. Here, Duryodhana is saying something very smart which we can learn from him as well. He is saying the protector must be protected. I'll repeat in other simple words, protect the protector. One who is going to do the big protection job should be looked after. So, in that sense, what he's referring is Bhishma. From our perspective, my dear friends, before we leave today, we will see soon in second chapter onwards our identity, a body, to mind, our intelligence, and soul. Our intelligence needs to be trained so our mind can be followed, to follow our intelligence. Protect the protector. Why are we studying Bhagavad Gita? We are training our intelligence so by protecting our protector, we will be protected. During our tough times, we're going to use this knowledge to protect ourselves. So even Duryodhan can give us some useful insights. We'll do the purport and then we are done. Yes. Who would started? Yes.
He emphasized that Krishna Deva was undoubtedly the greatest hero, but he was an old man. Everyone must specifically think of his protection from all sides. He might be engaged in the fight and any might close engagement on one side. Therefore, it was important that other people not use that information and allow the enemy to take advantage. Duryodhana clearly felt that the victory of the Kurukshetra depends on the presence of Krishna. He was confident of the full support of Krishnadeva and Dronacharya in the battle because he well knew that they did not even speak a word and Arjuna's wife Draupadi, in her helpless condition, had appealed to them for justice while she was being forced to appear naked in the presence of all eight children in the festival. Although he knew that the two generals had some sort of affection for the Pandavas, he hoped that these generals would now completely give it up, as they had done during the gathering of arms.
Thank you. Thank you. Not thank you for that. Thank you for reading. Thank you. So, with this completes the first section of Sloka 1.1 to 111, which is introduction of the battlefield, pretty much the key players. And now we will start to see, we will do the chapter 1 very quickly, all right? So we can move to chapter 2 where we will discuss the details. So there's no time for questions today, but we had discussions anyways along the way. So can we pause here? Good. Thank you. All good? Any recap required for today? We understood everything. Wrap it up quickly. Is that right? Okay. We have done the first section of the first chapter, Sloka 1 to 11. All right. Thank you. Exactly. First chapter is all introduction. That's why. All right. Correct. Thank you, everyone. Hare Krishna. See you all on when? 25th. 25th April. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Oh, really? I'll be back.